Hey everybody, Sidewinder here with Static Impulse Gaming, and today we're playing World of Warships. We're on the map the Atlantic, and I'm playing my Tier 8 American destroyer, the Benson. And again, we are playing a ranked battle this week. Right now I'm just trying to find out where the rest of my team's going. It will affect the strategy based on where the majority of the team goes on this map. If they go to B, then you gotta provide a lot more smoke because they're pretty much providing broadside to the enemy as they try and get over there. But since they decided to go ahead and go towards A, I let them know I'm gonna head over to B since I'm on the far left and try and hold off the cap at B. That doesn't mean that I won't try and capture Bravo, but it does mean if the enemy's there, I'm not going to get myself killed. I'll just kind of try and delay them from capping until my team's able to take A. So right now I am headed over there. I do have a couple of upgrades on this ship. I have the Concealment Mod 1, which gives me minus 10% detectability, and with my commander skill of Concealment Expert and the Camouflage, that brings me all the way down to surface detection of 5.8 kilometers, which is really nice. You can do some really good spotting that way, and it gives me an air detectability of 2.9 kilometers. I also have the aiming systems mod, which gives me minus 7% to dispersion on my main guns, which is very helpful considering the high arc that you have on the Benson's main turrets. There's actually a few reasons that I'm going over towards B. One, capping B at the beginning here will help my team to get some points. With the enemy going towards Alpha, neither team is going to capture it at the beginning. So if you can take Bravo at the beginning of the match, you give your team a little bit of boost in points, and at the end of the match it can definitely help out. Two, it gives me the option to broadside or to torpedo from the side, so they'll have torpedoes coming at them from two angles, which are a lot harder to dodge, especially for bigger ships. Cruisers can usually do okay with them, and destroyers should be able to do okay with them unless you catch them off guard, but battleships have a harder time dodging when they're getting hit with crossfire of torpedoes. And three, if you have any good destroyers on your team, they should be smoking your team for you and laying a line of smoke in front of your team between you and the enemy. Well, with me being on the side over here, I'm actually making it a lot more difficult for them to conceal their team from my team, because they have to not only block from the front now, but they would have to smoke from the side also. And if they completely disappear, then you know that they are hiding in the smoke. Right now I'm just kind of getting a line on this Tirpitz, and as I was saying, he just disappeared into the smoke, which means he is sitting inside the smoke right now. So I see that the North Carolina is also heading towards the smoke, so I launch both sets of torpedoes into the smoke. I figure I should hit something because I believe there was 3 or 4 ships at least in that smoke cloud that I just saw. One of the harder things about being over to the side here and spotting is holding your fire. and try not to get yourself killed or spotted. So right now I'm just kind of watching my torpedoes go in and trying not to reveal where I am and just keep the enemy lit up for my team. Now for my commander, the other real quick, the other skills I have for him are basic firing training. Nice thing about the Benson's guns being 127 millimeter is they fall right below that 139 millimeter mark for the basic firing training skills, so I get a minus 10% to my reload time. And when you're talking a 3-second reload time, having that little tiny fraction of a second does help when you're fighting against another Benson. I also have the last stand. I believe that's an essential skill for any destroyer. If you don't have last stand and you're out there scouting or something and they just happen to get a lucky shot on your engines, you're dead in the water. Last stand at least allows you to try and get to an island or something. And it looks like this enemy Benson decided to go ahead and check out why his team kept getting spotted. And so he spotted me. It looks like he's trying to lay a cloud of smoke for his team, but that's okay. I'm gonna open up with guns. I am pretty close to being out of range for him, and I'm coming over towards this island to kind of shield me from him, which will also shield me from the rest of his team. Anyways, I was also saying I have the last stand. Superintendent gives me 1 extra consumable, gives me an extra smoke, and sometimes I do need that in the ranked matches. I haven't had to use any smoke this round, just because I'm over here on the side, so I have no one to set smoke for, and for the most part I've been able to just evade the enemy for most of the round. And as you can see, my team's actually doing pretty well. They're starting to push into A and driving the enemy towards me. I'm okay with that. I don't have to stick in Bravo if I don't need to, but if it's just me against another Benson, I'm okay with that. A lot of people may be wondering why I'm zoomed in so far to where he kind of disappears out the side of the reticule there. 2 reasons. One, I got used to it at the beginning when I started playing, so now I've got all my lead times and everything kind of set. And 2, with me being zoomed in that far, it allows me to see, especially against other destroyers, when they're making those little turns back and forth a little easier, and then I can adjust my next shots for that. And if I get one more hit on them than they get on me, that could be the difference between them killing me or me killing them. As you can see, my team's about ready to take B or A right now, and so I got my torpedoes away. I was hoping to hit both the Kutuzov and the I think it was Megami there coming in from the left, but the Kutuzov, he was able to, or I'm sorry, Atago, but the Kutuzov was able to dodge those torpedoes. Unfortunately, that Atago is still broadside to them, so he is going to eat. Well, he would have taken 3 of them, but it looks like it only took 1 to kill him, which also gave me high caliber. I also have the survivability expert, getting to the last of my commander skills. I have survivability expert on this commander, which gives you plus 400 HP per tier. At tier 8 on the Benson, that's plus 3200 HP. And as you can see right now, if I didn't have that, I would be only 500 health left. But with that extra 3200, I'm at 3800 health. And it can mean the difference between making it through a round and losing a lot of times. The main reason I didn't engage that Kutuzov right there is he would have been able to destroy me with his guns. At that range, Kutuzov has a lot of guns and quick reload. They're pretty good against destroyers, especially with as little health left as I had. So I was just kind of letting him take Bravo, and I saw my team was focusing him down. If he got close to capturing Bravo, it would have only taken 1 or 2 shots from me before I popped around an island or something to reset the cap, so I wasn't too worried about it. And now they're down to just that, I believe it's a Benson they have left right now, and entire team is searching for him. It's not much left to do in this round. We're going to win by points here in a few seconds anyways, so you can't, if a destroyer is running at the end of the round because he just wants to survive, most of the time you're not going to run him down this close to the end. I do have the damage control 2 and smoke generator 2 on the Benson. Smoke generator 2, it's obvious that you want to be able to pop smoke as much as possible and get your team covered, but the damage control 2, I use damage control on a lot of things, including my engines, just because if my engines get knocked out, I do want to be able to repair them and get back up to full speed. Like I said, Last Stand does keep me able to maneuver and move when my engines get knocked out or steering gets knocked out, but the having that damage control there allows you to repair them immediately and get back on the way. Anyways, not too bad of a round. The split team actually worked out really well in that. I was able to distract and annoy the enemy and take the cap from Bravo, while the rest of my team was able to push through Alpha and clean up. So we ended up getting the win. I did have 97,725 damage, 33 hits, 6 torpedo hits, 4 incapacitations. I did get 2 kills, including that destroyer and the Atago. I got 2 fires, 5 flooding, and 1 capture. And I also ended up getting high caliber from that round, and I had 2001 base XP. It's really nice to play rounds like that where the team kind of works together and the plan that you set up at the beginning works out for you. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this video. Also, if you guys use this strategy, let me know. Or if you have something else that you think works better, let me know about that too, and I might try that out myself. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.